Greetings, viewers, and welcome to my New Year's video. So what I'm going to do here is what I usually do with random thought videos. Talk about whatever's on my mind as it comes to me. Normally I don't script these videos, but I felt a script for this particular video was necessary. Like a lot of folks, I was just originally another viewer on YouTube. Oh, I did post videos on this site, but very few of them were actually my own. It wasn't until the December of last year that I actually posted my own video, a commentary on a guy named D6. It's my first, and possibly quite worst, commentary. Not only were my attempts at humor abysmal, looking back on it, I'm pretty sure the guy was trolling. But hey, no one's perfect the first time they actually make their own content on this site, am I right? After receiving some feedback in the comments section, I like to think I quickly improved. Or if not quickly, at least gradually over time. I'm also guessing that's why my sub count grew to be as large as it is today. I'm not going to claim to be one of the best commentators out there, but I also feel I'm far from one of the worst. I know I still have room for improvement, and even then, nothing is perfect. Take this recording for example. I'm pretty sure I heard something click, and I can't tell where in order to remove it. Since I brought up my sub count, let's talk about that. I have 370 as of the time of this recording. Beats me if I know why, since I consider myself a mediocre content creator. According to at least one other commentator, the quality of my content should be much better considering my sub count. And to them I say, I address you back to my previous statement about my content. Nothing is perfect, and I am still improving. I honestly just view my sub count as a number of people who enjoy my work, for whatever reason, and it shouldn't dictate the quality of my content. Besides, this is a slideshow commentary community. No one below 1K is upon a sprocket level of perfection. Now, if I continue to improve, great! But considering the pain my friends have had with Sony Vegas, I'm not in any hurry to quit using VideoPad. Now, if I want to do something neat like keyframing and adding in background music, I'll turn to friends of mine with experience. Though I honestly feel it should depend if you want to do that, and shouldn't be a requirement for video making. While I do enjoy making commentaries, I'm not going to pretend the CC is perfect. In fact, it's been rather shitty this year. I believe Doodletones expressed why she feels the commentary community has been less than stellar this year. Let's take a listen. Shall we?
So, 2017 was a shit show. Let's not lie to ourselves. As far as the commentary community is concerned, we may have lost the way a bit. We may not be dead. Hell, I'll never see the community as dead unless literally everyone leaves the CC altogether and no one makes commentaries in our ballpark. However, after seeing how the community has acted in 2017, calling ourselves a community is maybe stretching it a bit. People constantly wanted drama to stir, fights to break out, and an outcry for the CC to change was never unheard. Let's just hope I'm among those this year. And when people started having vendettas against each other, it fucking showed.
Not gonna deny it, FNR loves covering drama. The alt CC? Well, Doodle does imply at the tail end of her video that it had the staying power it did due to drama that wasn't being resolved. At least I think that's what she was implying. Do correct me if I misinterpreted you, Doodle. And since I'm speaking to you directly, allow me to ask this. Where did you get the idea that Kuromi and Becky were trying to pick a fight when they commentated on the canned quad op? Granted, they probably could have done a better job, but the same could also be said if Jonah and Mootik had done a co-op response, rather than Jonah just making a video that was blatant damage control, and Mootik making a response that was at least passable. Also, vendetta? I assure you, there was no such intent when I made my second video on Jonah. I saw a video that had a flaw, I felt like covering it. That was my motivation for going after Jonah's video on 7th. Also, I said this before I actually covered Jonah's video. Now before I start, no, I don't hate Jonah. I may come off like I heavily dislike him on Twitter and Skype, but I don't wish to see him bullied, harassed, or deprived any of the success he's gotten within the CC. If I had a vendetta against Jonah, I wouldn't have said I didn't hate him, nor did I wish to deprive him of any of the success he's had in the CC. You show footage of my video at the tail end of your video, and claim I was trying to demean Jonah. Again, I had no such intention. The fact you're saying I did, even though you should have seen the footage from my video where I say I don't hate Jonah, it legitimately feels like you were trying to use my video to push a narrative. That's dishonest, Doodle, and you should know it. Like always, Doodle, if you or anyone else on the CC has an issue with what I'm doing, I am very open to talking with you. But with that out of the way, let's focus on more pleasant things. Now, On to my plans for 2018. Well, I do have a commentary recorded and edited, but I may put it on unlisted and pass it around to people I trust to see if it's good as is or if I should redo it. As those of you in the CC may know, I am the head mod of the group, the Corporation of the Alternative Nitpickers. It started out as a commentary group, but due to events I don't want to repeat, but feel I'll have to in future, the chat, as well as its channel, is quiet and inactive. I'd like if we did more than commentaries over there, like Let's Plays or Riffs, but it all depends on if anyone's available or motivated to participate. I'd like for our podcast to still be a thing, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out. As for my main channel, I want to try my hand at doing reviews. I did a review back in October, and I quite enjoyed it. What I intend to cover will be books, games, and possibly TV shows and movies, provided I don't get unfairly hit with copyright claims like a lot of reviewers did since 2016. I also intend to talk about artists I know and follow, since I feel they deserve some exposure. For an example, this is Little Miss Metalmouth, the woman who drew my OC, Jay Foxwell. I feel she is a very talented artist who deserves a lot of attention. Going back to the CC, I'll possibly be putting out a series called CC Thoughts, where I'll be giving my thoughts on things from groups, individual users, and other aspects of the CC I've been wanting to talk about. If anyone from the CC has anything to say on this, either right now or in future, please say so in the comments. I put out a short silly video called How I Play Mario. I'd like to do a video called How I Play Minecraft, but I feel I would need the help of someone who's experienced with keyframing. Depending on what reception that video gets, I'll probably do an How I Play series. I know one game I like to put on that list is Cuphead, since I've enjoyed watching playthroughs of that game, and been watching friends of mine play the game in calls. If I do an How I Play series, I feel it would mostly amount to just me dying over and over in a game. Might get repetitive, but hey, it might get a laugh out of some people. I'd like to thank the people who lent their voices for some of my videos. The Illogical Reaper, Twist of Fate, Ed Ray, Chirprox, Wubcake, Illinois Guy 34, Kurome Tella, Pretty Kitty, The Great Pickamin, Torterra 1324, and Spirit Productions. Hope I didn't rush you guys, and I appreciate your help. I'd also like to thank Spirit Productions for helping me with my audio quality, such as it is, and Supersonic Ward for providing me with video pad. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll probably have noticed I was rather quiet during the Christmas vacation. There are two reasons for this. The first being that I was spending time with my girlfriend who was visiting for the Christmas holiday, and the second is I have a new PC now, and it's been quite a pain to reinstall everything I had on the previous one. On that note, I have reinstalled Inkscape, but it doesn't seem to want to open for me. I've looked around online and found that this could be because my PC was upgraded to Windows 10. If anyone could tell me how I can possibly fix this, I would appreciate it. I am also rather nervous about getting malware on my computer. I do have Advanced System Care 11, but I'd like to know if there's anything else that I could possibly use to keep my computer safe. And that's about all I wanted to talk about today. If you're still watching, I'd like to say thanks for following my content, hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, and hope you're eager to see the stuff I talked about happening on this channel. This is Night saying thanks for listening, and I hope you all have a happy new year.